Okay, good morning to all of you. Myself, Professor Bhagyashree Lachwani from Ahmedabad Institute of Technology. Today we are going to do the subject DS, that is the data structure. And in the data structure, we will cover a topic that is operations of stack. And in the operations of stack, we will cover the topic change operation. Change. So, what basically this operation will do? This operation will exchange, or we can say the update the value in the stack from the top for the given position. That means in the change, four parameters will be there. The very first is s is stack, on that you have to change the value. Second is top, that means from the top you have to count the value. X is the value that you have to change, that means the new value that you have to update. And I means from the top to this position. That means suppose I am giving you as top 3 2. That means from the tops on the second position you have to update the value 3. Okay, let's see, it will be more clear to you. This procedure change the value of ith element. What this change procedure will do, it will change the value of ith element from the top of the stack to the value x. That means what the new value will be, the new value will be x. Okay, so on the ith position the value is updated and we will put the new value, that is x value. Stack is represented here with the s, and n will be the total number of elements in the stack. Just see the algorithm. See, it's basic. First I will discuss with the steps what we will do here. The first step, we will check for the condition under flow. What is the need for checking the condition under flow? The necessity is that it may happen that I am giving you a task like exchange the value of 4. That means if the stack size is 3 and I'm giving you a task to change the value 4th, that means stack size is 3 but I'm giving you a task to change the value 4. That means it is not possible actually. So for checking that condition, you have to first check for the underflow condition. So first we will check for the stack underflow. It will be same. If top minus I, that means whatever value you want to change, plus 1 is less than or equals to 0. This is the condition for underflow. If it is less than or equals to 0, so just we will write a message that stack underflow and we will return. That means we will break down from the program and we will come outside. Because if the element is not present, then how you can update the value? So first you have to check whatever element you want to change. Is that element is present in the stack? For that the step 1 is following. So first you have to check underflow. How the underflow condition is checked? Top minus I plus 1 is less than or equals to 0. If condition is satisfied, that means whatever element you want to update is not present in the stack. So we will just give a message to the user that underflow and come out of the program. Now, suppose whatever element we are searching that is present in the stack. That means no underflow condition is there. So how we will change? We will just put the new value, that means we are storing in the variable x. So how it will be put? S of top minus I plus 1. That means we are just changing the value of which position? Top minus I plus 1. So S of top minus I plus 1, we will update with the new value, that is value x. So x will be assigned. See here, the assignment operator is there. That means the value x is assigned to the S of top minus I plus 1. Once we have updated, then finish. Okay, just see the tracing. First, this is the stack available to us, minus 5, 8 and 10. Stack name is S and top will be on 3. So first time we will call a function change as top 50 10. What this function calling will do? This function call will call the stack as from the top of the stack on the second position value 50 is copied. Just compare with the algorithm. Top is on the 3. So top minus I is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 plus 1. That is 2 is less than or equals to 0. No, that means we will move on to the step number 2. So as of top, that means 3 minus 2 plus 1. So as of 2 will be the value x. Just see, previously it was 8. Now we will updating the new value, that is 50. So value is updated and it will be copied to the 50. Okay. Again we will call a function as top 9 3. From the top third position we want to update the value 9. First step we will check top 3 minus ith value is also 3. So 3 minus 3 0 plus 1. 1 is less than or equals to 0. Condition false. So we will move on to the next step. So as of top minus I. 3 minus 3 plus 1. That means s of 1. See here, s of 1 is 10. And we are updating with the new value. Now what value we have to put? Just see the function calling. It will be s top 9 3. That means now value 10 is updated with the new value, that is 9. So we are just updating the value 9. Next time we will call change as top 25 8. That means from the stack top, 8th position value is updated to 25. 8th position. Now here our stack size is 3. That means 8th value is not there. So we will first check for the step 1. Top is 3 minus 8. That means minus 5 plus 1 minus 4 is less than 0. Yes, condition is true. Why it is true? Because 8th element is not present in the stack. So we will just write a message of underflow and return. That means we will come out from the loop. So we will just print a message underflow and we will come out from the loop. So this was about the change operation of the stack. That means from the top ith value we will change it to the new value, that is the x value. First three steps will be there in the algorithm. The very first step is we have to check for the stack underflow. If stack is not underflow, that means whatever element we are trying to update, that is possible, so we will update that value in the step 2. So as of top minus I plus 1 will be put with the new value, that is x, and last, that is the finished. If it is not present value, so we will just do the step 1 followed, that is the stack underflow. Hope this is clear to all of you. Thank you.